told them that you were the heart of the team and that you would learn something from each other.
Is that there are rich teams and there are poor teams. Then there's 50 feet of crap. And then there's us.
Okay, so this is our third episode of Total Team Effort. It's going to basically center on a sports rage story from my past. I wouldn't even necessarily call it sports rage. It was it was kind of sports rage.
Those are my favorites.
It's I wasn't even actually playing sport. I was in the audience during a high school basketball game. This is back when I was in high school. So this is 5 years ago now, Nader Tot. Is that about right?
Senior year, yep.
And to set the stage, you guys went to Podunk, Michigan high school.
Dude.
I mean, I know the school you guys went to. I don't know how you guys are what you are. Well, I kind of understand you, Mr. Shorts and...
Here, let's show everyone the outfit so everyone knows what they're talking about.
Yeah, we talked about Nader Tot's clothing on the podcast this week. This is what I have to let them into the radio station every week, and this is what he was wearing. No, the Red Wings hat with the bunny tail on top, drinking coffee.
We joked that he's
basketball shorts, old tennis shoes.
Gosh.
South Carolina Gamecock sweatshirt, right?
Crew neck too.
Stupid beard.
And then this is what.
Then his white tee.
Yeah.
Like you just came from the gym, but we all know you didn't.
No.
You fucking asshole.
It's like I was like raining threes, you know.
We joked that because he said he had gotten this Starbucks coffee for free, and we had joked that they felt sorry for him for being homeless because honestly, I'm sitting there waiting. For Kyle to come let me into the station, and this guy starts walking up. I'm like, oh, God. Take my phone out, start pretending to flip through text messages.
You don't get grifted.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm like, oh, it's
just this beast.
What's up?
So this is what this animal wore. We had to show what clothing.
That shirt nicely accentuates your nipples, by the way.
This is a Hanes shirt. There's no bacon neck.
Okay. All right. Well, needless to say, like I was saying, surprising that you two, but really what I mean is surprising TJ made it out the way he did, and you're still alive.
I mean, we graduated with a class of like 170 kids. So
sounds about right.
Yeah. So, yeah, we went to a small school, and the basketball team, all throughout the time we were in high school, was garbage. Like, I think... every single year, though, we were there, we exceeded our win total from the year before. Which wasn't hard to do because the first year we were in high school, we won one basketball game.
Oh, no.
The second year we doubled our win total by winning 2, then 3, and then this final year we were like decent. We were like 500 all year.
Man.
And so I'm pumped up.
And let us say this: the only reason TJ and I were at this game is because they brought up a sophomore that was like 7 foot tall, and he promised us all that he was gonna dunk this game.
Yeah, because this wasn't a home game, so we had to drive out to another local podunk useless school, like even more poverty than the one we went to.
So that's why TJ and I were there. Everyone was there.
We had crowned ourselves leaders of our 10-person student section.
Oh, yeah.
Here, Kyle.
Nice.
We got. TJ and I got so into it. We made costumes.
Oh, yeah.
We had, like, chants written up on the back, of our shields. We were into it. And it was fun, because what else is there to do? Absolutely nothing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That was back when they would let you bring in plastic swords to sporting events.
Yeah.
Back when sports were real and they weren't so PC.
But anyway, so we're at this game, and I think the team we're playing ended up they were ranked in the state at the time. So it was kind of they might not have been ranked. I don't remember. They were like one of the top teams in the conference, whatever. But ended up being like a really tight game, really close the entire way, and we were getting down to the nitty gritty, the winning time, like 2-3 minutes left. And there was a play that I don't remember exactly what happened, but I think one of the players on the opposing team had thrown or one of the players on our team had thrown a pass, and the guy had kicked it out of bounds. and they gave the ball to this other team when it should have been our ball.
Yeah, kick is.
And that infuriated me because you're cheating my boys, ref.
Yeah.
And so
Play it fair. Play it down the middle.
and so I'm in the front row, or if not the front row, close to it. But the next time, so they're down at the other end of the court on their possession. The next time they come down on our end, I decide, okay, I'm really going to give it to the ref right now because we had ended up getting fouled and we were shooting free throws. So I'm like, yeah, I'm really going to give it to the ref, let him know how badly he just missed that call.
Yeah.
You know, like St. Louis guy.
Yeah.
Like, even though you suck at your job,
but not as subtle.
no, like
Not as
no,
subtle
not at all,
as-
not at all. This is what I did. And I gotta actually like demonstrate this, and I got perfect shoes for it right now. I'm sure you know where this is going at this point. So I'm there, I'm on the front row, and I'm like, "Hey ref, that was a kick ball," and I do the kick, you know, like the kicking motion, like they do for the. That was a kick ball, and I go, "That was a kick ball," and my shoe just flies off while our guy is shooting free throws. He's at the free throw line. All of a sudden, a shoe comes flying at him,
my God.
lands in the middle of the free throw lane, and I'm just like, "Oh God, make me disappear right now!" But the ref goes out,
Did you pick it up?
grabs his shoe. I'm down there. I'm like, "Yeah, sorry." He's like, he walks up to me. He's like, "Is this gonna happen again? Like he's gonna hit? Like he's
whatever.
like he's gonna hit me in the face with a shoe or whatever?"
Whatever, you power-hungry high school ref.
Yeah.
Go get a real job, you piece of shit.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, that was an accident,
Yeah.
but it was a kick ball.
Yeah, but it's like
throws
the way you describe the way that happens. It's like justice because it was a kick ball, so it's like a metaphor. Like you're throwing your shoe in protest.
No, that's what it was. It was a nonviolent protest.
Yeah.
It ended up being nonviolent.
You
Could've
might
hit
as well have had a sit-in.
He's lucky. He's lucky I didn't stab him with my stupid plastic sword.
That would have taught that son of a bitch if he would have gotten a plastic sword stab.
No, but then so our athletic director comes over and he's like, "What the hell, Blystone?
Really?
What are you doing?"
Here's what was funny was, as seniors, we got to know the athletic director well because we did some crazy stuff that we can't talk about because
We'll talk about one of Nate's sports rage moments later on.
No, we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, we are.
We are.
And we're not
Yes,
gonna,
we
and
are.
we can't talk about some other things we did. But needless to say, he liked us.
What are you under investigation right now by the feds?
It was very touchy. But he liked us enough where he really
people in that town don't have the internet.
he really didn't care what we did as long as we kind of kept it under control and policed ourselves, which we did pretty well. So when he was mad at us, he would just come up and say, "Hey, come on, guys," and then that's all he'd need to say. But I remember it as I was up a little bit, a couple rows ahead. TJ was down in the front row. The other school's athletic director came over and brought him out to the hallway. All of a sudden, I go, "Oh no, TJ's getting it, what the hell?" And our athletic director came out into the hallway, and all of a sudden, I saw this next thing. It was like Chariots of Fire. Da, 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 da. It was TJ just throwing it out, going, da, 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 da. And I could care less about the basketball game. I was just like, "Ah, yes! My boy's back!" And then here comes our athletic director and does just what TJ said. "Don't do that again."
Really?
Yeah, and it was really a perfect storm of events that happened because tensions were running high, man. We had a guy there in our stupid mascot costume who was throwing suck it motions over at the
Like old school degeneration X suck it.
Just like
Yeah,
The mascot?
the mascot.
that was like one of the last games we got to do that because I'm pretty sure everything after that got banned. I mean, we couldn't.
Yeah, we lost a little bit of leeway with what we could do after that.
Plastic swords included,
No, plastic
slip-on
swords stayed.
shoes.
Shirts were good. I think we ended up losing that game.
We ended up losing. I think
surprisingly, my shoe kick didn't rally the troops there. So.
What really rallied the student section though was even though we were probably down by 20, we got a jam with like 1 minute left in the game, so we won. It didn't matter.
Yeah,
suck it, other school. We just jammed it.
You guys don't even remember.
You gotta understand the schools we went to. We had no good basketball players, which is to say, everyone on the team was white. So it was a real big deal for someone to finally dunk.
Yeah.
And let's just say, dunked,
Farmer Jim.
We threw some
Farmer Jim been throwing some bales of hay. Finally got above the rim.
The second thing I remember from that game was TJ in the front row. If the shoe kick wasn't enough, it was the flying jump suck it from the first row to the other team that really nailed it. And I'm like, take that.
I was a little bit more unruly back in those days, but I ended up not getting ejected. So overall, very successful night.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's about the end of that story. But there's plenty more sports rage incidents from Podunkville, USA.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to highlight some of the lost tapes from Nader Tots High School chapter.
Oh, I wish we could find the tape because
sure
I know for sure it was recorded.
Oh.
Well, I know it was for sure too.
We'll get to those at a future time. A total team effort.
Total team. We're gonna be on to the next one in no time.
What are we gonna call this? Because usually at the end we say what we're gonna call this.
Sword fights and shoe kicks.
I love it.
It's good for me. Either that or flying suckets.
Flying suckets. I like it better.
3. Plastic sword stabbing, shoe kicks, and flying suckets.
Okay.
That's the video.
Mm-hmm. We're just going to string together as many words as possible
Yeah.
for future editions.
Because that way you have to watch it to know what it is. We can't just put some boring title that way. Like, oh, yeah, I don't want to hear that one. But when you hear flying suckets, but when you hear flying suckets,
flying suckets is really going to drive up the view count.
Yep,
for sure. Anyway, that's about it. About ready to get out of here.
Total team effort. Woo!
Go team!
1, 2, 3. Total team effort.